Integrating AWS Amplify with backend functions is a straightforward process that enables you to build scalable and secure applications. To begin, you need to set up an AWS Amplify project and install the necessary dependencies. First, create a new AWS Amplify project using the Amplify CLI, which is a command line interface that allows you to create and manage Amplify projects. Once the project is created, install the required dependencies, including the Amplify JavaScript library and the AWS SDK. Next, configure your AWS Amplify project to use your backend functions. This involves setting up authentication and authorization, which can be done using AWS Cognito or other authentication providers. You also need to configure your API endpoint, which can be done using AWS API Gateway or other API management tools. After configuring your backend, you can integrate it with your front-end application using the Amplify JavaScript library. This library provides a set of APIs that allow you to interact with your backend functions, including APIs for authentication, data storage, and API calls. To integrate your backend functions with your front-end application, you need to import the Amplify JavaScript library and configure it to use your backend endpoint. You can then use the library's APIs to make API calls, store data, and authenticate users. Best practices for integrating AWS Amplify with backend functions include using environment variables to manage configuration settings, implementing error handling and logging to troubleshoot issues, and using security best practices to protect your application and data. In terms of key concepts, it is essential to understand the basics of AWS Amplify, including the Amplify CLI, the Amplify JavaScript library, and the AWS SDK. You should also be familiar with backend development concepts, including API design, authentication, and authorization. By following these steps and best practices, you can integrate AWS Amplify with your backend functions and build scalable and secure applications. This integration enables you to focus on building your application's front-end while leveraging the power and scalability of AWS backend services.